Well, that next year, 1996, Homies Unidos was founded in El Salvador.
Right.
And the next year, you actually founded Homies Unidos in Los Angeles.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. And this is essentially a nonprofit that helps gang members and former gang members.
Right.
So now you start working on this nonprofit to try to get people rehabilitated and so forth. And you also start, systems where you help them remove gang tattoos and everything else like that. But in the process of doing this, you start having beef with LAPD's Rampart division. Where did the problem start?
Well, the problem started in a way that LAPD found out that our local church was giving us space, right, to have meetings with an actress by the name of Cusack. Had brought her program that was called Arts Expand, brought their facilitators to help us in guiding the group in some art activities. So basically what I did was just gather the homies and let's go eat and let's have some fun. And that's what I was doing. So once LAPD found out that, I was taking all these homies to the church on a Thursday evening, they started harassing us. They're trying to find out what it was that we're doing. They were stopping the little youngsters to ask, what is Alex doing with you guys, right? And trying to they went and they asked the church to give them permission to eavesdrop in our conversations in the meetings. And the church said, no, this is a sanctuary place, man. This is a church. We're not gonna let you. We know what they're doing down there. We gave them permission to be there. We're not gonna let you go in there. So even the pastor at the time, Frank Elton, used to come outside of the church to wait for us to try to kind of facilitate, LAPD from messing with us. And that's how it became a sort of a problem in which, one of our youngsters was arrested for murder. And when we found out what time the murder took place, there was no way that he could have done it because he was with us at the church in the basement with us during the time that took place. But LAPD had witnesses that pointed him out of a six-pack, right? Pointed his picture out. And that's where I was asked by the family, hey, can you be the alibi for him since he was with you? Well, he was with me and all these other people. They can all be alibis. Yeah, but you're the main one. And believe me, it was a hard decision for me to make because I have fought all this time to be with my son and try to raise him. And then this family is asking me to do this. I know damn well, right, that if I went into the court and LAPD will see me there, they were gonna target me. And I could easily be picked up and turned over to immigration, which was something that they did a lot. And then I'd be done. I would lose my opportunity to raise my son. So I really had to think really hard about this. But ultimately, I felt responsible because I started this organization that led to this harassment that had not been there before to that level. So I showed up to court with a tie, which I refused to wear ties for many, many years because my mom turned Jehovah's Witness a year after we got to the United States. And believe me, it wasn't a good thing for me, so I was always refusing to wear a tie. And I showed up with a tie, with a nice dress shirt, right? And yeah, the officers clowned at me. They say, man, if you dress like that every day, we wouldn't have a need to stop you, Alex. And I'm like, don't talk to me, man. I'm not in your team. And I remember just raising my hand. And they laughed. But I said, I'm done, man. I know I'm done, man. They're gonna come after me with everything. And one day I'm like, I'm going to talk to Gerardo at this arcade because I wanted him to do something. And he was a member of Homies Unidos, right? He was coming to the art program. And on the way out, this officer saw me. And they came to a squeaking halt, and they jumped out and they said, "Put your hands up, Alex." And I'm like, "What?" Say, "You're wanted, man." I said, "No, I'm not, man. Every time you guys stop me, you always tell me I got warrants. And the only warrant I got is a fucking ticket. You guys never take me, right? It's a little infraction." And he said, "No, man, immigration wants you." And that's when I said, shit, everything that I thought was gonna happen is now fucking happening.